Okay, I wanted to record this before even my morning routine. So I wrote it down and pre-clicked the coffee machine because this is a fresh dream that the importance in it. As I woke up, it seemed really, really important. So whether it is or not, or maybe it's just a good story, I don't know. But I wanted to record it first thing. The dream I had. All my devices, no matter what I was doing, started going straight to a website. It was just a strange website. So I called the tech to my house, and she started to first tell me to leave all my devices inside and follow her outside. She said, when we're in your home, just play along. And I agreed. So we went back inside. I showed her how if I put my hand over my camera while I'm in text message mode, the phone goes blank and it starts to audio record. She nodded. Then out of nowhere, my son, he was still young, my oldest son. He was still really young. He was probably about 12 years old. Where was I? Okay. She nodded. Then out of nowhere, my son started channeling. In the dream, he literally looked like something took over him and he started speaking. And he started channeling about some terrible military strike that was private and killed millions of people. This is a cybersecurity tech lady, then got very moved by this. She started getting up and moving around like it had significance. At this time, I had told her there's two types of channeling. I go, that seemed like a walk-in channeling. I go, and then there's other channeling where people are just telling a story they don't even realize is significant. And she goes, no, I agree. Then she starts to, she gets moved by this and asks me to follow her. She took me into my kitchen and said something about a Virgo. In my kitchen, there was a laptop to the side. She walked me in there and started to make out with me and then dry hump me, and then the laptop went to the website by itself with nobody touching it. She quickly grabbed the laptop. Right? She had done this to trigger the laptop. My home was being surveilled. She knew my home was being surveilled. So she grabbed the laptop and opened hers, transferred the virus onto her laptop, and was able to decrypt it. Not only did she decrypt the viruses that were sent to all my devices in my home, she was able to reverse engineer the hack to get the man's face. When she was able to copy an image of his face from his own surveillance camera, he got very angered and his eyes had fire in them. First, his anger was out of jealousy of me and her making out. But he didn't know that was a trap. This person had been cyber stalking me and my family for many years and was linked to many entertainment industries in our city, using their surveillance as strategies for marketing tactics, public manipulation, and to create scenarios in people's lives so him and his affiliates could speak publicly about them. The cybersecurity tech who came was able to turn him in and shut down all the operations he had affiliations with. So, that's this morning's dream. I'm going to CapCut it, connect it to today's messages, because we're going to see how this relates to astrology and the numbers of the day, and then maybe pull some tarot on it. So stay tuned. Okay, welcome back now. So I went through and I got my normal thing I do. So how we're going to show that the unconscious dream world is connected to the alignments in the sky, astrology, and how both of those two are in string theory, if you will, with things, divinatory tools like the tarot, numbers, synchronicities, signs, everything is synchronized, okay? So we went from my dream, and now we're getting into today's date. Today is Moon Day. We are working with Amon, the 7th Goetia, which puts focus on the moon. If you notice, since the Goetia have called me, as I follow with them, they're like, hey, this week follow the moon. We follow the moon, taps us into the certain alignments. Last week it was, hey, follow Venus. We follow Venus. Week before, hey, follow Mercury. And they all play into tandem, right? So we're working with Amon until next Friday. Today is Moon Day. So when I looked in astrology, I looked for the aspects what was connected to the moon and where the moon was. Our date is 7/21/2025. That added up equals 19. 19 is the sun card. This represents finally you see and understand all that is happening within your sphere, right? A total enlightenment. You finally become aware of things all around you. Maybe through this video it'll help you become aware of how your dreams are connected to stars and cards and planets. And 1 + 9 = 10, the Wheel of Fortune card. A vision or realization that strikes with a great force. So you begin to see and understand after a vision or a realization. Maybe this realization through this video will help you. 1 + 0 = 1, magician. You now become a person so powerful that you are not afraid to act because you have full belief in your abilities. So hopefully through this video that I'm sharing, something clicks and you see the connection between you, the stars, cards, and planets, your environment all around you, and it calls you to act on your own behalf. So today in astrology, with the moon is conjunct, meaning they are together, with Venus, sextile Mercury, squared Mars, and North Node. Now I know most of you don't know what the hell that means, so mind you, I spared you the explanation. So the moon and Venus in Taurus, Mirgashish, Mrgashirsh Nakshatra, is exploring, learning, and creativity, finding love through intellectual pursuits. So this means that your energy today would possibly be into exploring more avenues that you can learn from, right? And learn about creativity, find a creative balance in between them. And you may be a person that finds their love in relationships through intellectual pursuits instead of the hot topic of pop culture. Not only are you looking for love, but also you are a person that might, or today your energy from the sky would be someone whose intellectual pursuits are on spiritual and philosophical nature, right? All in all, this is what's aiding to your growth. This energy connected with Mercury retrograde today is telling you to be a little secret in your communities, your social settings. There are some who are not being honest with you. Stick to the people you trust will be important in your life, and be analytical with anyone you don't really know on a deeper level. Someone wants to pick your mind for wrong reasons, or is trying to cloud your mind as a way to throw you off. Now, why would anybody want to do that to you, right? Well, this energy squared Mars and South Node. This is why. A building block in your corner right now is, although it's going to be hard to balance, this is talking about the secretive in your communities and people wanting to throw you off or pick your mind for the wrong reasons. That may be hard to balance, but you will. But you will balance this because your pursuits are bringing in, okay, there we go, bad handwriting. You will find this balance in your pursuits as opportunities begin to present themselves to you, where you will grow and transform through conscious effort and integration. So basically, I know I got bad handwriting, so anyways, basically what's happening, keep things to yourself. There are some in your community or relations. Relations mean all postman, fucking local clerk at the gas station, grocery store. Definitely social media feeds. You want to keep your shit to yourself. And people are going to not want that. You'll see this. And you're going to keep it to yourself because you've been working at stuff for quite a long time. And with the astrology and the dreams, it's kind of showing me that someone's been trying to tap into you, whether it be through surveillance apps. You know, it's really easy to download a surveillance app and fucking follow somebody's phone. It takes no skill. And it's really... So, if you ever open your text message app, right, and you're in the middle of text with someone, try putting your hand over your camera. If it shuts off, and somebody, either an algorithm has been assigned to your phone, this is on the higher spectrum, like higher states of security. Like people who can afford private detectives, and I mean real private detectives. Entertainment industries do this to people so that they can get the juice on them in case they ever go public with something. And of course, criminals deserve to be monitored, so there you go. But also, people can do this, and it doesn't take much skill. They finally took a bunch of hacking tools off of Amazon that were easy for sale. I'm talking things that look like a Nintendo Switch, that all you have to do is be in a 50-yard radius of somebody and everything, right? So it doesn't take much skill. So people do it, unfortunately, because we live in a digital world where nobody is real in person. So be grateful and thankful for those who are real in person. And I don't mean real as in bitching and complaining all the time. I mean real as in just fucking genuine. Nothing to buy, nothing to sell. Not, just there because it's a good interaction. So anyways, you have been working on something. People are starting to see it about you. There will be people trying to pick your mind for probably to false collaboration, right? So be a little secretive this Mercury retrograde, and do it the whole retrograde. And also be very observant on what opportunities present themselves to you, because they could disguise themselves as an opportunity for your growth. I always learned that asking, can I have some time to think about this, would show me exactly if it was a false opportunity or if it was something genuine. Something genuine's like, yeah, sure, there's no deadline. This is just what we have to offer. Those that want something from you are like, no, you have to sign now. Or, no, you know what? We got other people. Good. Here you go. Bye. So let's pull some cards on this energy. And then I'll cut it short. Yeah, do short readings today since I put my dream with you. Oh, look at that dream. And angels. Angels sending you dream messages. So somebody's watching your shit. You're surveilling your home through spy apps because you're about to prosper and retire. This isn't just, wow, and really fucking prosper and retire. Like, this is comfortably retired. This is completely happy and fulfilled in life. So there are people watching your shit because they're not very happy about this, right? Actually, they're heated. Okay, Spirit, tell us some more. You're moving forward with victory. You have a song to sing, a story to tell. You've overcome a lot of fucking shadows in your life. And you did it with the honorable way, without hiding or denying that I don't have any shadows. I am pure light. I fart butterflies and rainbows. You did it honestly and genuine. You're like, nah. Everyone shits their pants now and then. That's how we learn. So for that, your energy is on constant renewal. You carry fresh, pure, clean energy with you because you allow it to flow. Right? This means that you allow your emotions to flow. You allow your spiritual connections to flow. You feel something, you allow it to come. You don't deny it. You get a channel download message from Spirit. You fucking more than share it. You're clean and clear in every way, and this is the new beginning to your life, moving forward in pure ways. Whoop-ah. There has been a dictator in your life, and you may see it now. And you will be fulfilled in this situation. So you finally you've got some wishes that came true. Despite this, inverted King of Wands is a dictator type energy, like someone who's constantly telling you what to do, but never taking their own advice, or they don't even have any leg to stand on to be a person who offers advice, right? Just a belligerent, arrogant person has come to your awareness. You see it now, right? You're like, okay, this is going nowhere. And that seems to be what you were looking for, to find your own true happiness within. Okay. Divine Feminine Spirit comes out. 4 of Wands. The Fool. Nine of Swords. And Judgment. Okay, you're being guided. Victory. You're being guided to a new foundation. Something that you can build on. This is a gift from the Divine Feminine. It's time to empty your cup, which means don't be so rigid in form that you cannot learn from new people, right? The Fool is open to learn from all, but not bound to be contracted to any, right? It's someone who is of highest of intellect because they're adaptable. Okay. Something's been coming to you in dreams as a wake-up call to get your attention, because a victory is coming to hand. Hey, that's just like one of them bottle flip things. Okay, we've got Justice. Which one came first? Justice, and 9 of Pentacles. What's coming in your favor was actually owed to you. Not owed to you. Nothing's ever owed to you, but it was already yours, and it was stolen at a time in your life. Probably before you ever knew of anything. Probably when you were a naive child, like the Fool can be naive, right? And this is the right to your independence. So a return of what was lost leads you to independence, looking good, feeling good, your own fertile gardens, one with nature in your home and your place. Property is something about property coming through here. Okay, and someone's upset about it. King of Cups inverted is someone who doesn't know how to control their emotions. Someone's all out of sorts that you're going to be. Doesn't that even just sound ridiculous? Like someone is going to be upset that you're going to be independent. Probably because they're the person that took this and stole legal documents or whatever in the past, and now it's been revealed, Judgment Card, revealed to a court of authority, and now you will be where you should be. And it's got them all out of their panties. Take time. There might be inspired action, but you need to take a moment when it comes. Like I said, you might see things, you might see opportunities come, but evaluate them. You're going to be set, right? You're set. Okay, something comes in and you are set financially, right? That pisses people off. They might throw anonymous information at you. So you're going to have to evaluate things. You're going to get a lot of people like, oh, I've got this great business opportunity. Like, and these are going to be people that didn't want to talk to you in the past because they thought you were like a lowlife or a bum or not worth their time or attention. And then all of a sudden you're Mr. Happy in their life, or Mrs. Happy, put in your situation. So you're going to have to pause. What my financial advisor at my bank told me one time, if you're very excited to do something, whatever it be, my advice is to wait a week and make sure you're still excited. He's like, don't ever do an investment on impulse, please. And I was like, you're fucking right. So that's what your situation's gonna be. Okay. A missed opportunity. Sorry, a text message came through. A missed opportunity in the past reveals itself to you this time and gets you very excited to take action. So now that the cards are all out, let's take a look at this. Moving forward, divinely guided by the Mother Spirit. Remember, Spirit is so adaptable. It is whatever you need it to be. Watch The Shack. I say that because I watched some reel last night. I don't know why even. And it was people slamming Joel Osteen for turning his back on Jesus. And all he said was, I believe whatever they believe God to be is good. Those people, I've lived in India, they're happy, they love God. And just because I believe in Jesus doesn't mean that their God isn't also a God. So like people were tearing him apart, like, oh my God, you abandoned Jesus, right? Like a little lynch mob. Watch The Shack. Spirit is whatever the fuck you need it to be. Can even be a devil if you're a knucklehead and you won't get shit. You won't listen to logic. So anyways, you're being guided forward to a victory by the divine feminine Mother Spirit. Okay? This victory brings in a justice for something that was taken or done wrong in your situation. This is a legal justice. So this is either legal financial or legal, maybe you were put in prison under false pretense and the evidence comes through because divine spirit guided it and you're being released from this, whatever the imprisonment is. This could also be in mundane day-to-day life context. This could also be you get the victory because the Mother Goddess reveals the truth where lies and gossip have been spread around in your life, right? The truth comes out and now it's in your favor. This energy renews your spirit, your vessel. You feel better inside and begins the road to a nice emotional fulfillment. You saw in the cards, we had 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. Your spirit and vessel are renewed. Now you can build some structure in your life. Celebrate with friends. A great reward is coming up, and you become independent. Financially, you made a lot of sacrifices for this goal. It takes a lot to take the road alone and do it for just a higher purpose, not to, just, hey, I'm over here until this energy was overthrown and made correct. This was a nightmare. So to renew yourself, you rebuilt yourself until you were good on your own completely, whether you had 2 pennies to rub together or you had $10,000 in your bank account. Didn't matter. You felt great. You felt one with nature. True abundance is knowing that you have plenty around you. Plenty of love, plenty of support, plenty of what you need. If you don't have anything, you know you will. That's what abundance means. True abundance means being content. Okay, so some tyrant, some inverted King of Wands energy and King of Cups. So not only were they arrogant, they were emotionally they really need some anger management classes and probably addiction classes, because they were very naive to test you, because you're at the center of the read with the Fool. You're very fluid and adaptable here, okay? They didn't know you could rebuild from nothing. They didn't realize you could see the divine through eyes that no one else has ever talked about. They didn't know that stress and negativity actually inspired you to fulfill yourself more and more. They didn't know that spirit wakes the dead just to help you along your way. Not because of anything good. Not because you're some better than other. Because you're just genuinely pure inside. Spirit will wake the dead just to say, here, this is what you need to know. This is all metaphorical. Okay? So obviously zombies don't come crawling out of the earth and tell you, hey, by the way, look in my bedstand, there is a will that I wrote for you. Right? No. It's a metaphor. It's a funny one too, isn't it? So you missed something in the past, and it's being brought to light for you now, because the angels want to see you living confidently, comfortably, and actually looking nice, rather than wearing rags, dressing decent, having things to show for your inner well of spiritual purity. If this wasn't the case, the divine feminine wouldn't send the angels to speak messages to you. This legal outcome is because even with nothing, you lived a very genuine, authentic life. You still smiled. The world was beating you down mentally and exhausting you, and you still found time to smile and be kind to others, right? You still found time to see the good in all around you. You didn't bitch and complain about things. You went to, you went out in the sun and found a connection that no matter how much doom and gloom was thrown at you by arrogant, hostile, and emotionally unstable people, you found a light that even brought back to them to help them not feel so bad. But the problem with these two is that you didn't know that every time you brought them a cup, it was making them more angry because you were being kind to them. What your intent here was, in this middle row, was to bring divine messages of happy things, celebrations, and new beginnings. But they just saw the anxiety in the situation. And now, if you haven't put the pieces together by now, then, let it set in your head for a little while. You have everything you need to move forward and take action. And you have a charismatic energy about you. Don't let this victory be stopped in your case. And what's being returned to you is your Ten of Pentacles, and a whole slew of cards just came out. So, why is it returning to you? Because even on your brokest day, you found even breaking bread. You were able to give to others even when you had nothing left of your own. So, what was right under that and that big pile that came is step outside of the societal noise and see what's coming a little further ahead. And what's coming is a divine retribution is what I hear. And it will be coming swiftly and honestly with truth. Direct truth too. So, your plans are being set. All blocks are being removed, and everything that was built on lies, manipulation, and distortion is falling apart. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed my dream share, saw how it fit in with the astrology and how these cards came through. My suggestion is you probably forgot about everything in the beginning of the read by now, so go through, maybe take some notes that unfold in your mind, not how I tell you to be. Take what resonates means is when you hear a message and it sounds similar to a situation in your life, it has relevance. So that is what you would take the notes on. And those notes can help you because your unconscious, the dream state, the astrology, the celestial realm, the angels, the divine energy, are connected. So if you know that your dream state is connected to the stars, that's the shining proof that so is everyone else's. So when you see things that trigger your unconscious mind to recite a message, it is also in alignment with other people's unconscious mind, reciting and interpreting messages for their higher blooming of their flower. Peace out.